Hello, everyone. This is Devlin Howard bringing to you yet another episode of He Said What Now? Episode 2. Today's topic, hygiene. Now, if you've watched my first episode, you should know how my show works. First and foremost, I generally will talk about whatever I choose. Second, most of these videos will be unedited. So, let us begin. Alright, why did I choose hygiene today? Well, the truth of the matter is, because most people don't have any. Like very small amounts of hygiene and understanding of cleanliness. It's kind of sad and kind of depressing and kind of gross, especially when you used to get talked about for hygiene. Yeah, that's me. I was talked about for being a clean person. Who talks about somebody for being clean? Well, there seems to be a lot of people who talk about somebody for being clean. And I find that funny now, thanks to lovely COVID, since, finding cleaning products that should be in everybody's house just became like World War III, which was the funniest thing ever for me, especially when you're told constantly by your peers, your employees, your managers, your clientele, that you're too clean, you're too neat, you're too worried about germs. And now look at all of you, can't even find a bottle of Lysol for less than $40. Well, that was about a year ago, but you still get the idea. So why am I bringing this up again? Well, the truth of the matter is, I don't see how so many people required a national level disaster to make you realize you need cleaning supplies in your homes. Secondly, I don't understand why it took something so drastic for you to want to be clean, since there are people in this world who wish to have clean water, who wish they could afford a bar of soap, who wish they had a home to even have these products in, and most of you take advantage of your luxuries and don't realize that you have it pretty good. And don't give me that nonsense that, well, cleaning supplies are expensive, I don't see me needing to spend $40 on a bottle of bleach. Go to Dollar Tree. You can buy cleaning supplies anywhere. Go to a dollar store. You have no excuses. Believe me, I should know. I've tried their products, work great. And guess what? They kill germs. Exactly. The other issue I have is that I find it funny just how many people were actually very disgusting before the epidemic. I've worked at enough places to see this, and I've been to enough schools to notice this, and I've been around enough people to realize this. You know, them people who walk out the bathroom without an ounce of soap on their hands after touching their Johnsons and their Marias. So, gross. Yes, you are. Should you be ashamed of yourself? Absolutely. And I'm going to call you out on it because you people know who you are. Also, I'm talking about those people who go to someone's house and see the lovely pee rings around their toilet or the stains in their toilet bowl, and they get in bed with them. Yes. Ever wondered what that makes you look like? Ever thought about how that makes you look? That most of the time this person you don't even know yet, and neither of you bathed, neither of you taking a shower, and you still get in bed with them after looking at their toilet. Their toilet should be the first sign of you needing to get out of there. You trust and believe you can find out just how disgusting somebody is just from looking at their toilet. It's really not that hard. Also, the smell of their homes. I do not know why people are so willing to sit in a fart box and think it's okay. Thinks it's a comfort zone. Oh, and don't give me this nonsense about that's a man thing. It is definitely not a man's thing. I have smelled some very dirty women too. This is a person thing. This is definitely not just a man thing. Everybody needs to fix this. And I still am curious to know if the only reason many of you even have cleaning supplies in your house now is because of COVID. And the amount that people were buying during COVID shows me just how little people understand cleaning supplies. Because you do not need 40 bottles of Lysol to survive COVID. You did not. You really only needed 2 or 3. And that would have lasted you for quite a while if you're using it properly. But then most of you don't even realize that you just spraying Lysol and spraying bleach on things is not killing much, because you're supposed to, probably didn't read the instructions for this part, let it sit so that it can either disinfect, sanitize or kill actual germs. I mean, just spraying it on something's not really doing much. Then most of you, as I said earlier, I shouldn't even have to tell y'all that having hand sanitizer and soap should just be common. Like, it shouldn't have taken us to get to this point of the fear of death over a virus to make us have these normal expected items in our homes. If you don't have hand soap already, what were you doing? If you didn't have shampoo and body wash already, what were you using? Please answer this to me. Please clarify. What were you doing before COVID? What were you doing before the epidemic? What were you cleaning with? What did your kitchen look like? What did your room smell like? I'm really confused on this, because you would think that you would have a desire to want to be in a clean home. Or is that just too much work? Is it just too much work to maintain this sense of cleanliness? Or does that make you feel you're being placed into a gender specific role, or less of a man if you're a man, or you're too good for it if you're a woman? Like, I really want to know, because I'm confused why so many find it okay to go into a public restroom, not wash their hands, go to someone's home. First off, let me get back to that. Let someone into your homes before cleaning it, and find that okay. Is going through your head like, oh, this is my friend, this is my bro, this is my boy, this is my girl, this is my boo, or whatever, and they're not gonna care about that? And if you're right, shame on them too, because they should care about that, because that's letting them know ahead of time the type of person that they are dealing with. And if they want to deal with somebody nasty and gross, then perhaps they should reevaluate themselves too, because I don't see why anybody would want to be deliberately in a space that is unkept, that smells like 10 gym lockers, and just sit there. I don't understand. And all you people who think cleaning is beneath you, or cleaning makes you less of somebody. Like, I know a lot of men, especially with me growing up with these wannabe thugs at my schools and whatever, making it seem like being clean is something I should have been ashamed of. Keeping my area in my classroom, I should have been ashamed of smelling good. I should have been ashamed of carrying disinfectant wipes. And it's not just classrooms. My jobs used to do that nonsense to me too, which I found very funny, because now all of them got to do it anyway. So now you got to live my life for a day, or maybe the rest of your lives at this point. Who knows? It's going to be very interesting watching how the next couple of years play out due to COVID. But at the end of the day, everybody should be clean at the beginning. None of you are too old or too young for hygiene. All of our grandparents used to keep that stuff in tune as not a possibility, but an expectation. And the fact that so many in these new generations especially do not think of that as an expectation, thinking that hygiene is optional, shows just how little respect you have for yourself and the people around you. Because I do not want to be smelling nobody's sack. I do not want to be smelling nobody oochie coochies. I don't. It's not pleasant. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. And I know you know it's there. It's there. You know it is. So next time you want to buy $150, well, probably $200 now. I'm not really sure how much the price have fluctuated. But anywho, pair of Nikes or the next latest Balenciaga shirt, what you first need to do is buy some deodorant. What you first need to do is buy some antimicrobial, which is stronger than antibacterial. Yes, I know these things. Soap. And sit there and really ask yourself, is it more important to have these very expensive pairs of shoes on these very disgusting socks, or this very expensive pair of pants on these boxers with streaks in it than it is for me to clean myself properly, clean my home properly, vacuum my floors, actually change my sheets, do my dishes without having everybody's mama tell me to do them. Also, mamas, do them yourselves because kids are not here to do your dishes for you. Everybody do your own dishes. Everybody do your own dishes. So, you all let me know in the comments. What do you think? Do you feel that you should have already had these supplies for this clean experience of life before COVID? Or you only bought them because of COVID and you really had no intention of using them otherwise? And also let me know, do you really think it's not that important to be clean? And be honest, because I don't want no bullcrap answers. I know bullcrap when I see it. Because I think a lot of you like to try to press things when you're offended by them and act like you do not do them. Believe me, you know that you do them. So don't go in the comment section and start raving about that you don't. You want them clean people, because some people I know, I'm not gonna put no names out there, but you know who you are. So let's be real about life. All right, everybody, so let me know what you think. As per usual, peace, grace, and stay gorgeous.